It's Margarita, and today we're going to talk about natural deodorants. Now, for those of you who may not know, I am a person who believes in using natural products before I use non-natural or synthetic products. Deodorant is definitely no exception. I have been a strong advocate of using natural deodorants for over a decade, and I'm very happy to announce that I have found some that actually work. I think the biggest aversion that people have to deodorants, especially natural ones, is that, they don't work and you could be left out in public hanging with T-Rex arms because you don't want to lift them up at all. But you are in luck because I'm going to spill the tea on what has actually worked for me. Now, there are 3 brands that are very popular right now that have been competing with one another. So I figured I'd try all 3. The first one is Lume. So this one is warm vanilla. I have had a few of theirs, and I've actually been using Lume the longest. I've tested some of their scents out for the past year. And Lume has been the best natural deodorant that I've ever tried. It's got a weird smell when you first put it on. It's got some type of chemically like smell. There's no chemicals per se in it, but it's got a weird scent to it when you first put it on. That scent does dissipate after a few minutes. Then you are left with practically nothingness. Now, I am someone who exercises and dances 5 to 6 days a week. So if anybody can tell you what a good deodorant is, it is me. Now, I wear this when I do bar. I do bar on occasion. And the bar class, we get hot, we hop around. It's strenuous. You're wearing confining clothing, and you can work up a sweat. I have never been let down by Lume. I am happy to say that it has not betrayed me. It is worth the hype, and it's also worth the price. Yes, this is more expensive than maybe some of the other non-natural brands, but it's worth it. Also, it's not going to clog up your pores and expose you to a lot of the toxins that a lot of mainstream brands do. I am not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional, so I want to preface this by saying that this is my opinion and my personal experience. None of this is to be construed as medical advice. Just put that out there. Now, I must admit, this is also great. I like the cream one versus the stick-up one they have. You can put this in different places of your body. So if you are someone who tends to sweat in places other than your armpits, you can put it anywhere on your body, and it will help keep any odors down. It will help with the containment of anything that you may feel uncomfortable about. So I really do think that this is a fantastic product and something I will probably always have a tube of in my collection. Now, this brand, Raw Sugar, I just found out about. I was in Target, and I figured I'd try it. I was actually looking for the 3rd brand, which I'll talk about last, but I ran across this, and it smelled so good on the shelf that I wanted to try it. This is Green Tea and Hemp Seed by Raw Sugar, and it says that it's free of aluminum, baking soda, talc, parabens, and propylene glycol. And it's also in biodegradable packaging, which is cool, but oh my goodness, this smells so good. Now, if you are looking for a deodorant that does not have a weird smell upon application, I recommend this one. This Green Tea and Hemp Seed, it smells like a fresh iced tea. Oh my God, it smells amazing. Like you just want to, give me a second. Oh, it smells so good. So I also tested this out. I was traveling to Houston, and it's typically warmer. It wasn't warmer this trip, but it's typically warmer than it is in Chicago, my hometown. And I wore this out salsa dancing because I found a spot in Houston to salsa dance. And it got hot in the club, and we got to moving around, and it was strenuous. And this also did not betray. What I like about this one in comparison to Lume is the scent. Lume's scents they smell like what they're supposed to be, kind of, but not on. They smell like the listed smell in the bottle. Once it gets on your skin, that scent does tend to fade very quickly, and it's got some type of weird tinge to it. This smells like green tea on and off skin. This does not prevent sweat. So none of these are antiperspirants. I want to put that out there. None of these are going to stop sweating. However, I do notice that Lume does kind of help keep sweating at bay better than this one. So you will sweat, but you will not stink. So if you want something that smells a little fresher and smells true to the scent that is listed on the container and is pretty easy to apply via a slide on versus having to put on your finger and manually place places, I would recommend the raw sugar deodorant. And last but not least, we have Native. The deodorant world is all abuzz with Native. I think that they may be Lume's #1 competitor. This is also easily accessible because Lume you have to order online. I'm not aware of any stores that carry it, whereas Native I was able to pick up in Target, but also you can probably find Native in any store. I've seen it in other stores as well. Also, they have a very good selection of scents. So if you like, say I'm a gourmand lover, and if you like scents and a nice wide variety of scents that actually smell like something you want to put on or even eat, I would say go with Native. It's got the variety and it's got the most accessibility of the 3 brands. This one I have is cherry and vanilla macaron. Oh my goodness. And it smells just like that. It's very, very good. It's very fresh and clean smelling. This one, Native, in my opinion, had the worst performance though. I tried this a couple different times because the first time I wasn't too pleased with the performance. So the second time, let me give it another chance. I wore it dancing and I wore it to work. Now, there was no odor, but there was sweating, and it was more sweating than I was comfortable with. So if you are someone who is not a heavy sweater, and I'm actually not a heavy sweater, but I just happened to sweat a little bit, and it did not curtail that. It actually started to cake up a little bit, almost like normal aluminum deodorants do, if you recall how that can look. So I did not quite like the performance for the breakdown of the composition, but the smell was good. Like, it still smelled pretty good. The scent does stay with you, so it does have good longevity as far as the scent. But if you're looking for something for a good consistency and texture, this was my least favorite of the 3. It broke down the easiest on me. Now, as far as consistency and texture over longevity and like staying put, if you will, I would say Lume is #1, followed by the raw sugar, and then third, Native. If you're looking for variety of scents to choose from, Native all day long. If you're looking for ease of locating where to get some, Native wins. If you want something that you can put multiple places of your body, go with Lume. I'm not saying that you can't use Native or the raw sugar other places. I'm just not aware of it being advertised as such, and so would advise using caution when placing things other places other than where it's marketed or designated to be put. For the freshness factor, I would say raw sugar. I'm always dropping stuff in these videos. It's okay. Oh my goodness. But yes, so this one is the freshest. This one is the longest lasting as far as the original scent. And then Lume, which just fell on the floor, I would say is the best overall as far as performance. Now, everyone's body chemistry is different. This is just me. I am someone who is not a heavy sweater, but I'm also very active and can be susceptible to sweating if the right activity is performed for the duration of time. Now, this is also spring, transitioning out of winter into spring when I'm recording this, so the weather is cooler. So as the weather gets hotter, you have to think about that, which is going to perform better. So because Native already gave me questionable performance in this weather, I am not sure if I would trust it in the summer. Lume I've used for about a year, and so I've used it in all seasons. It's a ride or die for me. And raw sugar the same. I bought these the same day, so I've only used it for a short while, but I feel confident based on how fresh this stays and how easily it glides on that it may not betray me. This one cakes up, this one is smooth, and Lume lasts all day and you can put it anywhere. And I hope that this was helpful. That's my 2 cents on that. What are some deodorants that you like that are natural? I would love to know about them, and if you want me to do a review of them and some comparisons, I am happy to. Just let me know in the comments. Also, remember to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel because we have lovely reviews of all kinds of products, natural and unnatural, but usually natural because that's what I use. And mainly fragrances as well. So if you want to know all about smelling good and being your best, you definitely want to subscribe to us. And until next time, I am Margarita, and you have an awesome day. Bye.